In this video, we will know who study IT. Historically, IT personnel rarely chose the role. They were drafted into it. Consider a typical scenario. A computer science graduate joins a software firm as a programmer and within weeks is handed a side project simply for being the newest hire. Surely you know something about Linux, the manager asks. That one question sets off a chain of events. Reading manuals, experimenting, building a network that culminates months later in a permanent full-time system administration position the employee never applied for. This was not unusual. Throughout the 1980s, 1990s, and into the 2000s, IT positions were routinely filled by computer scientists or enthusiastic hobbyists with no formal training in the discipline. The only qualified candidates were graduates of two-year technical colleges, though those programs leaned heavily toward PC repair rather than network or system administration. It was not until the mid-2000s that dedicated IT curricula were developed to actually reflect the demands of the profession. Today, an IT graduate is expected to understand not just current technology, but the full spectrum of IT infrastructure, theoretical foundations, binary mathematics, system components, programming techniques, database operations, networking, and the internet with potential specializations like computer forensics. What does an IT curriculum cover? Common IT programs introduce students to operate system platforms, programming languages, and core computing concepts. Students are typically expected to gain hands-on experience with both Windows and Linux or Unix environments. Programming coursework spans scripting languages such as shell scripting, Python, Ruby, and JavaScript, as well as compiled languages like C, C++, Java, and Visual Basic. Broader topics include operating systems and networking, web infrastructure and e-commerce, computer architecture and hardware, business software and digital media, database design and storage. Types of IT programs. Although the 4-year IT degree is relatively new, it is far from standardized. Universities approach it from several angles. Computer science offshoots. These programs pair IT with CS given their shared ground in hardware, programming, databases, networking, and ethics. However, IT degrees typically require less programming and less mathematics than a traditional computer science degree. Management Information System (MIS). These approach IT from a usage and business perspective, emphasizing applications, data storage, database design, e-commerce, data mining, computer ethics, and law, along with IT management concepts. Engineering technology programs. These concentrate on the physical side, circuit boards, disk drives, PC construction, troubleshooting, and the hardware aspects of networking. Programming is present but not the central focus. Foundational systems approach. This approach begins with computer hardware and builds upward through operating systems, networks, programming, and storage. The goal is to produce graduates who can not only administer IT systems but also design them architecturally, from hardware to network to software. Who should study IT? An IT career does not require the rigorous mathematical or engineering background of computer science or computer engineering, though there is a meaningful overlap. The single most important quality is the ability to troubleshoot, to detect a problem, identify its cause, and find a solution. This skill cannot be taught in isolation. It develops through experience, technical knowledge, and instinct. Above all, an IT professional must deeply understand how their systems work. Other valued qualities include the ability to write code, strong communication skills, the ability to write technically for documentation and reports, and the capacity to keep learning independently as technology evolves rapidly. There is no single profile for an IT student, but the field tends to attract those who enjoy exploring how computers work at a system level, not just using them. Relish self-directed learning and the challenge of figuring things out. Find technology genuinely exciting rather than intimidating. Naturally gravitate toward troubleshooting and problem solving. It is worth noting that many IT students initially start in computer science but find the heavy programming workload is not for them. IT programming is less intensive, focused on writing shell scripts to automate tasks, client-side form validation, or server-side processing, rather than building word processors or database engines from scratch. Responsibilities beyond system administration. Students sometimes underestimate the full scope of an IT role, while it can feel like playing with technology. The reality is that an IT specialist may be responsible for infrastructure supporting dozens or hundreds of employees, equipped worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and systems whose downtime could cost a business millions. Staying current. Staying current is non-negotiable. At a minimum, an IT professional must track security threats, viruses, network intrusions, denial of service attacks, SQL injection, as well as OS and software updates. Continuous education. Technology evolves rapidly. An IT professional should be a lifelong self-directed learner, following technology, news, engaging with online forums, diving into new software to evaluate its potential, and conducting independent research. On-call availability. System failures don't observe business hours. Critical incidents at 3 a.m. or during holidays are a real possibility. So organizations depend on rapid recovery, prolonged outages, or unresolved security breaches that can cause millions in damages and lasting reputational harm. Ethical conduct. Having privileged access to system creates genuine moral responsibilities. The following behaviors are always unacceptable, regardless of who is asking. Spying on others. Setting up unauthorized backdoor accounts to access systems illicitly. Illegally downloading software or files or permitting others to do so. Performing theft or sabotage using system administration access. So, an IT professional's position of trust demands integrity at all times.